What it do, YouTube? It's SirBag back at it again with this video today. And I wanted a video that's all encompassing on what I want to talk about in this channel. I want to be more or less a fundamental investor, bringing it on the crypto scene and also figuring out what we're going to do with Web2. My main goal is to get all of us thinking in ways for us to get more money. And this is going to be my journey on different ways or like ideas that I see and that I might actually try out. And I'll just let you guys know while I'm on the go, while we just keep on flowing on with these videos, getting these ideas out and everything and such. But I want you guys to really know and be on the same page that I'm on when it comes to watching my videos, because none of this is financial advice. This is just me showing exactly what I see and different kind of money opportunities. And inside this quote, I'm basically talking about Web 2, Web 3, and I want to give my impressions of what I feel like in the next few years, what Web 4 is going to look like. Now, let's divide and conquer Web 2. I've been watching plenty of videos, like
super random, somebody wakes you up, right? That's whatever your answer is, that's what you create every single day. Not necessarily from a standpoint of, is this going to work or anything? The first thing you have to do is be consistent. And so when you are figuring out what comes natural to you, some is going to be video.
And this video too,
I know a lot of y'all be watching me and some of y'all been watching me for a while, but if you're new to my channel and if you thought about doing YouTube at any point in time, but you was hesitant, let me tell you exactly, bro. Like, listen to me, bro, because this could be some easy money for y'all. Just like me and my wifey are making easy money just making videos, right? Get monetized on YouTube, right? You need 4,000 watch hours, right? That's equivalent to about 200,000 views, right? To put it in simple terms. So you need about 200,000 views, right? To reach 4,000 watch hours. And you need that in 12 months, right? And you need 1,000 subscribers. Once you reach those two requirements, right, then you can apply for the YouTube Partner Program, which YouTube, once they accept you into the program, right, once you apply and they accept you, then YouTube will start putting ads on your video, like the one you saw before this video, right? That's how I get paid. That's where all of my money is coming from, right? From ads playing. YouTube gives creators, I believe, is 45% of the ad revenue. Because
I feel like when you're on social media and you're in real life, basically, think of it more or less you're in a whole new world and it has its own ecosystem, its own way of making money, its own way of living, what's good living there, what's bad living there, and try to use your ego and put yourself in that situation. Where would you classify yourself in the Web 2 world? Oh my God, I already know it's gonna be a terrible video, but I do got a little bit of a diagram. Now, the camera's straight. This right here is basically, we live multiple lives. We live multiple lives right now. If this is us, then right now, parallel to us, we also live in Web 3. A lot of people probably didn't even born there yet, basically. Or Web 2, where you're most likely there, but you're not aware that you're there yet. And money is the backbone of us living in these worlds, of course, or you're going to be struggling. And then life, you have to go towards life, and everything else kind of encompasses life. Now, I would say Web 4 is basically going to be the product of all of this. And if you guys want more of a 3D format, I would say, here you go. Hopefully you guys can see this. Basically, you're still on the money. This is you. Web 2, got X, YouTube, Instagram. Your avatar is basically you. And Web3, you have Bitcoin, Ethereum, little D-pin devices and all the other different cryptos, and you are your address. And life, you have where you usually get money, different places where you spend money. You know, you probably got a friend sitting up there, you know, trying to get your attention. You know, beautiful things in nature to always look at. But you see that dude in the background with the shades, chilling on his stacks. He's enjoying everything else. But you have this little stack, and he has this big stack. And you're wondering, hey, how did he get up there? He's even higher than nature right now. Like, that's the formula I'm trying to get you. Now let's run through this because I know you guys got busy lives. For Web 2, right, it's skill cultivation and community. Not every, like, different life. Let's go back to the page. Not every life is full encompassing with regular life. That's the reason why I would say it's not really you living multiple lives, but at the same time, you kind of are, because you're kind of creating the representation of what Web 4 is basically going to be. Web 2, you're creating lives on these platforms. And these platforms do have the potential to pay you. They just don't necessarily tell you that because their main goal is for you to use the platform. So even if you use it to make money or to waste time, you can do whatever you want as long as you're on it. I would say it's your choice, it's your free will to be able to choose to try to make money off of the platform though. That's why I put Instagram, because a lot of people can make money off of blowing up a specific Instagram and maybe trying to run ads on it, or blowing up IGs just to be able to sell it to people. There's multiple people that does do that. X, if you guys follow me on X, SirBag, I feel like I'm more of a modern philosopher type money achiever, value investor. So if you guys are really into that, subscribe here to me, like the video. Also follow me on X if you guys are on that platform. And YouTube. I also believe that YouTube should be used more or less to be able to help you find your community in the specific niches that you do. Now, me, I doubled down on the specific niche of money and crypto specifically because of the fact that that's what I do on a daily basis. I feel like that's the main thing that I can try to make videos on. And even if I try to pick to make videos daily, usually they come out weekly because I don't really like throwing out just anything. At least some form of editing has to be done because of the simple fact I like rambling. I do stutter sometimes. I'm not perfect. But at the same time, all you're doing is creating and cultivating that skill. After you get used to it, you're going to find different ways to do different things, and it's going to be even easier. So I would say Web 2 is about that. Once you're joining the actual app, you're joining the community, you're joining the business in its own right. You want people to join and use the community just because you're a part of the community. You kind of get what I'm getting at. So that's why inside of Web 2, I would say that's the best way for you to think about communicating with Web 2. You can be a consumer, consuming other people's things. Like, if you guys become YouTubers as well, send me your link to your channel and we can even communicate through videos in that way. I'll make a playlist for it to be specifically communications to others. So if people want to understand what we're talking about specifically, if it's about finance, then they could double back on both of our videos. That's a little chain loop of information added in with the comments. I feel like this way communities can grow together, and it'll be stronger that way because we're not necessarily fighting over anything. We're helping and communicating, just like how Web 2 or just the web is initially supposed to be used. So, yeah. With Web 3, Web 3 is community and preservation. Now, I would say the reason why Web 3 is initially just community and preservation, because you need a community just to really be in Web 3. Web 3 is just a base full of different communities that is eager to present themselves with this specific coin that is phrased for utility. Now, the utility is mainly to replace the dollar, because the one thing you don't know about the dollar is the dollar value amount shrinks the more time goes by. So every year, your dollar amount might go down 2 to 4%. If you don't know what that is, whatever look at your taxes, see how much you make net worth, just net after all taxes is out, multiply it by 0.04 or 0.02, and that's how much money of your wealth is getting taken from you every year. It's a lot. I want you guys to do your own math, because you see my math is just trash. Anyway, Web 3, right? With Web 3, Bitcoin is an automatic given. Bitcoin is the first one, so I feel like it's the one that should be in everyone's portfolio. Make sure you have an address. Make sure, I would say, have 2 addresses, maybe even 3. I want to show you guys the burner account that I want to blow up with you guys, and this is also the account that once it get to a certain number, I want to start doing crypto giveaways, so that it's easier for people to understand and be comfortable enough just to get into crypto without really risking their own money, because I know how hard it is to get your own money, because we're going to get to the life section. And, I have a life too. So I understand the predicaments and everything, but let's just get the information in. Now, Ethereum, I drew this one in just because I feel like Ethereum is not really going anywhere. Everything's going to be built on top of Ethereum. And really, I would say just pick out different coins on Ethereum just to ride the scalability to scale your money. Scale is just basically making your money go from a little to a lot as quick as possible. So your goal is to try to scale your money, because Web 3 is still like a baby compared to Web 2. And Web 2 is like a teenager compared to life, because life has always been there. Life is, Web 2 is still a baby. Web 3 is probably still in its infancy. So like, that's how early we are with Web 3. And they're already working on Web 4, but of course they're going to be trying to work on Web 4, because we are a species that's always trying to evolve. Now, mainly my channel is going to be about crypto and how to get into crypto better and more deep. So I'm going to have more info on crypto later. Let's just make this an all-encompassing video. I can't speak right now. Now, at the end of the day, I love this little drawing that I did. I only did it in like 10 minutes because I was just brainstorming this video, but I feel like me doing a representation in this way in the visual is really cool. Let me know if you guys want it in a better way. I could try to do it in an animation way. I do know how to animate, so I could slightly just do 2D animations just to make everything look snazzy if you guys will prefer that. But I would say life, this is you. You have to go get your money. Everyone has to kind of go get their money in some way, shape, or form. It's just that a lot of these could be closing down soon. A lot of these change. Maybe you need to find a different skill within life, so it's similar to Web 2 and maybe even Web 3 too. Because at the same time, if you find a good skill and you could apply it to Web3, then you can do both. And it all affects real life anyway. So that's why you're living on a parallel for all of this. Now with life, you're trying to understand where he is coming from. And with life, there's a million ways to make $1 million. One of my favorite ways is passive income and value investing. Value investing because one, you get into whatever situation, one of the first ones to get into it. Meaning that you benefit from helping the community grow the most when it is in its infancy. So you get to be blessed by it whenever it does become a full-fledged power unit, if it gets to that point. That's what Web3 is trying to figure out, which one it is. And Web2 kind of already know the ballpark, but they're continuously advancing and there's continuously more and different competition for them to continue to improve, just like life. Now, if you think of it in this term, what your goal is to start mimicking what the people at the top are doing in some similar way. Now, you can still live your life. I'm still an advocate to the point where you should live your life. There's a lot of times where I didn't want to make videos back then because of the simple fact that I felt like it was going to take away from all the different things that I wanted to do. But also, you do have to make sacrifices. Like, there's times where maybe you don't need to go out that time. Maybe you don't need to go do something extravagant. Like right now, this is one of my off days in life. I work full time. So 8 hours a week, 5 days out of the week. Dang. My phone is always dropping. God dang it. So I'm working at all times, like 5 days out of the week, 8 hours out of the week. Let me put this down. So, in general, all I'm trying to say is I need to work just to be able to pay for where I live. It might not be the snazziest place, but at the same time, sooner or later, whatever value you give to the universe, I feel like it gives it back as long as you work hard and you put your ego to the side. I don't really care if I look a certain way or I do things a certain way. The main thing I want you guys to know is what I'm basically trying to communicate. And the only way for me to communicate it is to live the life that I want you guys to try to at least perceive in your reality. Because once we get started, we're going to get started. And if you follow me on SirBag, my main Web2, Web3, Web4 goal in total is to get you guys used to AI, investing, living somewhat in the future mentally, so that you will be able to be secure inside your life, be able to have fun whenever you choose to have fun, and know that you still have a good foundation. And you follow me, who does giveaways whenever I do start getting monetized and such. I do believe that it is right to give back, and giving back to whoever is supporting me is the best people to give back to, because they supported me without me even having to give anything. And I feel like that is the best thing. Nowadays, social media and such, they're actually going after smaller, more niche down accounts. So if you are into investing, crypto, or anything, shoot me a comment or something. Let me know that you want to communicate. Maybe we could both get on live stream and speak about a specific crypto. I'm not sure, but all I'm saying is the more you get out into the world, the more it's going to benefit you. And not doing it is the thing that's halting our society. allowing everyone else to be able to do the same thing that we all can do. Once we all can do it, it may not be that special, but at the same time, we're all benefiting from it in some way, shape, or form. And we're still doing a win-win scenario, because everything that I said, no one can lose. No one. Just find what you like doing. Find what you think about every single day. Find what you're comfortable with posting, either text, video, or there's so many different forms of media. But find the way you like posting, figure it out, and start posting. Start posting. Use the programs with the best algorithms to get you out there. And figure out the skills that you need to cultivate to make your message be heard a little bit better, a little bit easier, a little bit more easier to digest for others. That's all I will say. And that's about it, guys. If you guys made it to the end of this video, and if you like more of these styles of videos, just let me know. I'm trying different things, trying to work out different ways. I wanted to make this kind of quick, just run in and out, because there is this Jupiter DAO conference call thing that I wanted to listen to, and it's going on like at this moment of me recording it, so I definitely gotta go listen to that. But I appreciate you guys. If you guys hang in to the end of the video, just let me know in the comments below what you guys want to do. If you guys like what I'm talking about, I don't want to ramble on too much. Just let me know, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one.